Please forgive the abrupt start. I'm jumping right in where I left off.
All right, you guys, I'm back. My husband and I went for a little walk and I took a little break. Just wanted to show you. These were so fun. I made one more when I was off camera here. And I like the colors that I got in this one. And this one I put the vellum, it wound up on the edge. So let me grab a tag. Of course, I'll be putting something bigger than that in there, but then you'll see it on the end of the page, and then you would also see it when you flipped it over. So I thought that was fun. So this is the part of the video that I've been dreading because I just didn't know how I was going to do it on camera, and I may have to turn the camera off, but this is what it looks like when I start gathering my stuff before I assemble a journal. So I have these piles here. This little pile here, these are all pockets that are already made, and some envelopes that I thought I might add, a little glassine bag. Isn't this a pretty envelope with the flowers? Vintage envelope. This is a little envelope that I made, some scalloped edging on it. These are just some plain envelopes, but I have like 1,000 of these or something. I was thinking too, you could take these and iron them onto wax paper and run them through your printer, and you could do cool things with them. And then this is from a stationery set. I love how it's discolored, and it's kind of glued closed, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna get around that, but I'll work with that. I love the colors of it. I think it's really pretty, and it's got a nice crinkly sound to it. There's one more envelope here, and it's this gigantic one. This is so big. Let me see. It's 6 1/4 inches tall and 8 inches wide. So I was thinking that I would glue it closed and stitch it into the middle of the signature, and then we'd have a pocket on either side. So I like that one too. Also in this stack, I just have, as I was going through papers, I came across this cover from an opera program, and I love the color of it. I love it's like sort of like a construction paper feel, but it's definitely aged. And I thought that I would use that to back some of these photos and put them in as little tags or little journal cards. So I printed out some of my little confirmation girls. And then I also printed a couple of other images that I thought I might use in the book. Sometimes if a page is all text, I want to put an image on it. So I've got that, got this. All of these two I just printed on like the cheapest of copy paper because it didn't matter. These are printed on my nice Epson presentation paper. These are paintings that have flowers. Look at that beautiful one of the nun with the roses. Those could be pockets or journaling cards. Some other pretty images. This one I think I got from the biodiversity site of Flickr, and I even thought I might cut that out and glue it onto a page. And this is a favorite of mine, this embroidery. I just think that's so pretty. Here's another couple of pages, another peony. Look at this beautiful from a rose catalog. I definitely want to use that somewhere. None of these are backed, so they're not going to be pages. They're going to be glued down in one way or another, but just some really beautiful peonies and roses. So peonies and roses and flowers, they all go with that shabby chic look. Shabby chic to me is like using old things, making them your own, you know, changing them a little bit, honoring heirlooms. So to me, shabby chic is a very sentimental style, using a lot of old photos, old paintings, things that you got that were passed down in your family from mother or grandmother. And so I'm trying to capture that feeling in this journal. This is just some paper that I pick up at Hobby Lobby. I buy it every time I'm there. I think it's so pretty. It reminds me of the old tin ceilings. It's just really heavily embossed, and it's got a little bit of a pearly sheen to it, and it's kind of thick. It makes nice tabs or pockets in a book, so I definitely want to use that. And then this is just some of my collection of doilies. If you guys go to estate sales, there's always, when you go into the kitchen and they have all that cruddy kitchen stuff that nobody wants, go look around, because they always have doilies. And you find these really beautiful, you know, old ones. Like, look at the color on that. It's just a pretty ivory color. So I love to fold those in, stitch them in the signature like a page. And they definitely have the look that I want. So I have a lot of those. So I just pulled that whole package out. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside for now, because that's one stack that I'm dealing with here.
All right, so I decided to speed this segment up. This is me looking through all of the papers that I have gathered. These are all the possibilities for the book. So I go through my stash, I go through books, I go through the digital files on my computer, and I just start picking out things that I think fit the theme, and I put them in a stack. So obviously there is way, way, way more here than I'm going to need for this one little book. This stack I'm looking at right now is all images. So they're things from books, or they're things that I printed out, things that are like a picture, and usually colorful in some way. And I talk a little bit in this segment about the papers that I use to print on. I like to use regular copy paper and also some premium copy paper that I buy at Walmart that just really gives me a pretty good image, and it's kind of like a lightweight cardstock. I also use Southworth papers, you know, linen finish, the nice cotton ones, and a parchment one that I like too for printing things. This stack here is what I call book pages, or written pages. Like, some of these are handwritten. A lot of these pieces are old, late 1800s, early 1900s, and just beautiful papers. Some of them delicate, but paper is ephemera after all, and I'm not afraid to use more delicate papers in my books. If you purchase a book and a page tears, then please just repair it, because that's what it's all about. This last stack here is what I call writing papers, and these are more plain. They might have lines or grid on them, or very light images, but they are more blank, and they're meant for writing in the journal.
There's all the pages. And so I'm going to have 5 signatures in the book, and I figure I can probably put 12 papers in each signature for a total of 60 papers. And then if you multiply that by 4, you're going to have about 240 pages in there, which is kind of pushing it. Probably should do 10 pieces of paper per signature, but I mean, what I just showed you here is like, I don't know, 100 or more. So this is where the hard work begins for me, and that's sorting it out. So I'm going to turn the camera off here, I think, and kind of go through and choose. Well, you know what? I should show you how I do it. Okay. So I just don't have room here. I usually go up to the living room and do it on the couch, because I need to make 5 piles for each signature. So I like that we have these nice long flip out ones, and I would put one of those in each signature. Just going to pick all of this up here. Okay. 1, 2, yeah, see this? There's no way I can do this here, you guys. It's just it's too much. So I'm going to go do it upstairs, and I will come back and go through each little signature and what I chose. So I will see you in a few minutes. All right, hi there, I'm back. I'm not sure what happened there. I seem to have lost my video. I'll repeat what I was doing here. So I took everything off camera, I divided up the papers, and I separated them into 5 signatures, and then I realized that I still had twice as many papers in each signature as I could use. So I decided here to divide them in half, and I will have the papers for another journal. That's just how it is. So I already did 2 of them here, and I wasn't filming by mistake, so I'm coming to the 3rd one here, and these are the papers that I chose, and we're just going to divide these in half into a keep pile and a discard to a different journal pile. So I definitely want to keep this little pocket that I did, and I definitely want to keep that. This I'm not so sure about. This I want to keep. So I'm counting here, so I have 3 here, and I really like that, so we're going to keep that one. 4. We'll let this one go to the side, and we'll let this one go to the side. So we want this. 5, 6, I love that. 7, now we're making tough choices here. 8, 9, and I really do want that big old ledger page. So 10, so that goes. Those go to the side. We'll see you in another book, little papers. Okay. Okay, this is number 4. Oh, these are going here. I'm kind of keeping a pink one in each one because I kind of just like that. All right, so we definitely need this one. I already used a vellum, so I'm going to let that go. Okay. I do really like that. Let's do 2. Let's do that. 3. Love that. 4. I used one of those already. 5. 6. 7. 'We definitely need that. 8. Let's go with this one. And we want the pink, so 9. So I can only pick one more of these. I kind of just want this plain one. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. So I went and sorted these out, and then my husband and I went to dinner, and this is like an all-day thing here. This is turning into an all-day thing. Okay. All right. So we definitely want this, but I already used one of these, so I'll hold off on that. I love this. 1, 2, and this is really pretty, so we'll do 3. This is 2. I think I'll do this one. 4. This is where I can't remember. I'm pretty sure I would have used that. Let's use the German. The German fell apart, but we're going to put it back together. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more. We'll use, I'm going to use this one with the pocket. Okay, bye-bye. All right, we made tough choices here. It's tough, so tough. All right, so now I think I don't know where this guy goes though. We're gonna put you here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're going to put that. So that's 10. 10. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, there's one there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. It's all right. 1. Put that big one on the bottom. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, 11. I swear. Okay. It can just be 11. It's too hard. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's the problem. Let's put that one. Well, we'll put one of these in there. I'll just put this one in there. 10. Okay. And then we're going to turn that way. And then we should have 10 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we've got 10 per signature. Good deal. We made the hard choices here. Okay. All right. Now, I pinned a little page out of a Reader's Digest book here. This is my little pattern for sizing. So I'm just going to start with the first signature. I don't think I'm going to do all of this on camera, but we need to make sure these are all going to fit to this size. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this one in half and just check, and it's too wide. And I just go ahead and make them a little bit narrower even than what it says, because you know how signatures grow when you start stacking your papers. So just go ahead and trim these. So I'm using this old Reader's Digest page, which is, you know, the same size as what came out of my cover, to resize my pages. So there's that one. I don't know why that has that weird dark pattern on there, but it's kind of cool. Okay, all right. Now this one is quite a bit bigger. You could almost fold it up and have a little pocket at the bottom. It's pretty narrow though, but for now I'm gonna do that. I might decide to take that off, but for now we'll leave it there. And see how we're doing for width. It's too wide. We'll keep it this width. So we're gonna fold it right there. And then we'll trim the bottom off. Or trim the side off, sorry, it's the side. There we go, right there. Trimming, trimming. Okay, there's that. This is the beautiful Latin page, and the width is fine, or the height is fine if I turn it sideways. This is going to be a flip page, so Where do I want it to flip? I think I'm going to fold it about here, like that. And then we'll just fold it back this way. And then we can attach something on there later. Okay, there's that one. This one's fine. This one's going to be another flip. And so I want it to flip a different way than the other one did. That one's going to flip out this way from the front. So I think I want it to flip out this way. There's a lot going on this page, right? I mean, they did all this math work at the bottom. I absolutely love this paper. And it folds pretty well. It's not crackly like you might think it would be. I love it. There's that. So that's going to go in like that. Okay. And then this is similar to that. Let's put the torn bit at the top. And I think I can just fold this one in half. Okay, now here we've got to do some trimming, and now I'm kind of wishing I had my curl cutter over here just because I could whip through it, but we're just going to do it here with the knife because that's what we got in front of us. Oh, we slipped. All right, that's okay. Just come down a little farther. Okay, so when I print these digitals, and this is probably what I was talking about, the digitals, I think is in the part that I sped up like crazy, so you probably didn't hear it. I do not keep digitals on hand like already printed. I have a few, you know, because I printed them and then I didn't use them. But when I buy a kit, I don't print the whole thing out and then store it somewhere. That's just not how I do it, because I don't have room to store things like that. So we're gonna go right that high. So I just store them on my computer and I print them as I need them. So when I was gonna do this Shabby Chic journal, I started going through my files and I store them by category on my computer. I just went through and I found the ones that went with my theme, and those are the ones that I printed out. So I'm repeating myself. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's because I think I was talking about this during the time that I sped up the video when I was looking at all the papers. So So I just print on demand. How's that? That's, I guess, what I would call it. I print on demand. And then I don't have a bunch of extra papers laying around that I don't need. So that's how I do it. But so when I sat down at the computer to plan the papers for this project, of course, I printed way more than I needed. And that's okay, because those are going to hang around in my workshop here and they'll get used. So it's not as though I don't have anything laying around, but I've bought a lot of kits. If you actually look at that list that I provide the link for there at the bottom in the description, I have bought a lot of kits from a lot of Etsy shops over the years, and there's just no way that I can have those all printed out all the time and keep them organized. I don't have enough space here. So okay, all right, so this is this beautiful vellum that I just trimmed, and now I realize that I have to trim it more because it's too high. Let me just get that out of here. So we need to trim it to that line there. And sorry, moving my head a little bit to make sure I'm straight. Okay, we're going to trim it to about here on that line. It was too tall. This vellum is, I happen to know because I just actually got this one from Nick the Booksmith, and it's It's a wowzer. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. It's just an individual file. It's just one. But it's so pretty. It's totally worth it. All right. We're moving right along here. I'm just going to go ahead and fold this one in half. That will look really beautiful over a book page or a plain page where you have written. I love the way that looks where we have vellum over top of your handwriting. All right, this is going to get clipped off, and I don't mind clipping off this bright blue at the top, so we're gonna go for that. And let's see, it doesn't have to be exactly as tall as the book. Some pages can be shorter, so I'm going to trim that just a little bit more. I didn't really like that bright blue on there, and it's gone, so there, got rid of it. All right, and then there's that guy. Okay, so we have one signature done. That's all I'm going to do on camera because it's not very exciting for you guys, but I'm going to go ahead and trim these, and then when I come back, we're going to stitch them into the book. So thank you for joining me today. Again, I hope you had a wonderful holiday weekend, and thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. Bye.